Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today we're going to be talking about the final tier list for the little series that I've created, and that is the support tier list. Now, there's only so many support characters in the actual game, so we're just going to kind of get through them pretty quickly. I don't think we really need a dilly-dally besides, because there's really nothing I have to worry about here. Like, there's no such thing as, like, you need to evo this guy, you need to do this, because they're all pretty basic. And only a few of them do something that is very important for you. And, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So, first things first, obviously I'm not going to change the tiers for, like, this specific tier list because we're not doing these guys off of worth or anything like that. It's just entirely based off of how good are they on the Richter scale of good characters to work on. Now, the most expensive but also the most broken character here has to be Bokei. Obviously, Bokei as a character itself is very, very fantastic. It does require a lot of investment. So if you guys are trying to use Bokei out of the gate, you're not going to get the same worth that is if you get her skill to like level 100 max. Which, keep in mind, that's 3 million plus like whatever, how many hours, maybe even days, you have to AFK the runes just to get enough runes to get her up there. Now, and she's a boosting character, so once you get those runes, you don't really have anyone else that you could really give them to either. So it's like a one-time, like, risk for reward type deal. So if you are a new player, yes, it's going to be a little harder to get Bokei, but if you could do it as early as possible, like, kudos to you. I personally have not done it yet, but she's a fantastic character. She reduces the cooldowns of all your characters by like quite a bit, making Goku's like 23-second cooldown down to like 4 seconds, 5 seconds now, and that's just absolutely insane. Even with the nerf that she recently got, she still like lowers her cooldowns to like seconds. And it's so crazy, absolutely insane. Now with our next one, we're going to be talking about Aqua. Aqua is definitely the best healer in the game, hands down. I would even consider her like the S tier of healers in general because her passive also gives her quite a bit to work with. Now, she has the highest healing and the highest healing capability as of this moment because she also gains, I think, 5% healing increase every single time she pops her skill. So her healing just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger the longer that battles last. And this helps in a lot of cases like hard mode and stuff like that, because she'll pop off from like whatever her healing is to in the hundreds, and it's really freaking good. So she's like a must-have if you just want to go down the healer route more than anything, especially a cheap and effective healer. Like, she only requires you to get her to like maybe level 60 skill level, and then after that you get like an extra bit of like 22% crit chance, which is also what makes her very, very cool. Because once you max that out too, you're looking at like a lot of crit chance and healing at the same time. It's actually really nice. Because a lot of characters, you can't really build crit yet in this game. You're mostly building attack. But if you have someone who could help you crit, that's even better. Especially on a character you get a crit trait on, then you're really cooking. Next we're going to be talking about probably Tsunade. Now, Tsunade got a little buff. A bit of a shadow buff, really. If you guys don't know Tsunade, she was one of the worst healers in the game because she didn't even heal on release. But they recently added healing to her kit. So now she has healing and cleanse. But her healing is still lackluster because it's healing, but at the same time, you're only getting so much healing. And the only way you could boost her healing by an extra 20% is 1, through equipment, 2, through her passive, which is every single time she cleanses an ally, which is not very like often. Honestly, it's very rare that your allies get something that's actually affecting them. So it's like, in that regard, I wouldn't even put her in A. Yes, she like does have good healing, but she's just not worth as much as these two. Like, not even near it. Because there's another character you could get, Oriime, who does her job for a lot cheaper. Now, you can max out Oriime without even trying to max out Oriime. You could get her as soon as possible. She has low cooldown. She's a great healer. Once you level up her skill, obviously, she's going to do even more. So she's honestly like the cheapest, most efficient healer out of most of the healers in the game, except for Aqua. The only difference is by like 10 points between those two. Now, Next, we're going to go into our other healers and buffers. Now, obviously, Sakura, she's just terrible. She only heals 2 of your teammates, and that's it. Now, only healing 2 of your teammates is not the same as healing the entire party. Like, let's be real. We want to, if we're going to heal, we're going to heal everybody, not just the 2 people with the lowest amount of HP. So that's kind of like not really worth it at all. Now, we have Wendy. Now, Wendy is honestly really, really underrated because she can actually, with her like skill leveled up to max, give you an extra 90% damage bonus. I would even argue she could be S tier, but not many people use her as much as you would think because it also requires you to level up, I mean, the skills which are from the amplifier class of characters, but you don't really farm those types of runes very often. I'm gonna be real, you just don't, because you know, you don't get any worth out of it. You'd rather like farm like charge runes and stuff like that, because at least you'd have more than enough to level up skills on other characters after you already max out one for someone. But that's just me. Like, the farming needs to get a lot easier or a lot cheaper, one of the two. Then we got Homeboy right here. Dog crap. His only skill is to steal, and he just lowers the attack of the enemy. One enemy in specific. So yes, he could be used in raids, but in particular, why would you even use someone who lowers the attack if you're just going to kill the boss anyways using Bokei or Aqua? You know what I mean? Just not really worth it at all. Like, not really worth it at all, in my opinion. Not even worth leveling up. Now, maybe this dude in the future might get an upgrade, some type of maybe bonus, maybe even an evolution. But as of this moment, Konosuba just got more characters. They didn't get any more Evos. So we're just going to have to wait and see if this team gets a lot stronger. But as of this moment, the worthless crew is still going to be considered the worthless crew. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell down below. The Asta showcase should be coming out in about maybe 2 days. That's a little harder to grind for because I still am missing 3 copies of Asta plus the materials that I need to evo him, which is just a lot of time and effort. So I'll see you guys later. Take it easy and peace out.